Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to discuss what would we do without credit cards? Like what would you do if all of your credit cards were like Thanos, like removed today? Okay, so we're gonna watch this video really quick and I'll probably stop it in the middle. We'll have a little bit of a discussion, but this is a woman who uses credit cards and she explains why she uses credit cards. And then she explains what her plan would be, which is great that she has a plan if she could no longer use credit cards. So let's go ahead and watch her and then we can kind of discuss our thoughts. And then I have a few questions for you guys and we're gonna finish out with like a really positive video. So let's go.
What would we do without credit cards? So this is a good question because we do rely on credit cards to put all of our bills on until the second half of the month when my husband gets paid again, since our mortgage is so big and it goes out on the first of the month. So my husband gets paid about $3,200 twice a month, right? Our mortgage is $2,530. So we have to rely on the credit cards to put all our other bills on, or not bills necessarily, but like all our other expenses, right? Groceries, gas, as things go on from the 1st to the 15th. And then when he gets paid that $3,200 again, then we pay it off. What would we do without the credit cards? Let's say credit cards cease to exist tomorrow. The only reason we do that is for the points, right? We pay it off in full, we do it so we can take advantage of the points or the cash back. So if we didn't have that, what would we do? I would take probably like $1,000 because that's usually what we end up having to pay off our credit card. And I would transfer it from our savings, which we do have, and I would transfer it over to the checking. We would use it up as we would now, as I do now with the credit card, right? Same thing, I just pay it off. And then when my husband got paid again on the second half of the month, we don't have to pay a credit card off anymore. We've been using that $1,000 in our checking, but I would put $1,000 from that check back into our savings. There is a certain line I like to have in our savings account that's connected to our checking account that I don't want to cross, right? So every month I'd probably do that. Every month I'd probably put $1,000 in, use it up until the 15th, and then I'd probably put it back from the second half of the month, the 15th to the 30th when he gets paid again. And then I would do the same thing. On the 30th, the 1st, I would put it back into the checking, use it up, and then I'd put it back. So it would be this like game of putting $1,000 here and there because I would need to use it from the 1st to the 15th, and then I would put it back. So my savings is at a certain level. And that's just what I would do if we didn't have any.
Okay, so I like the plan that she has. It's better than not having a plan, right? She said that the way that they distribute their money, I think she said her husband gets $3,200 every 2 weeks, and they like getting points. A lot of people use credit cards for points. Some people get cash back, some people get airline tickets, some people get car rentals. There are just a lot of advantages to using credit cards, especially if you are paying off the credit cards before the interest hits. Because if you're not paying them off before the interest hits and you're getting cash, that cash is really just cash that could be going back into the interest, or that rental car that you got, or that plane ticket you got. You're not really getting that for free because if you let interest hit, you're still going to be technically paying for that plane ticket. It's not really free. That's the mindset some people have, but it's not really free. So here's some questions I have for you guys, and we are going to finish out with a very good video that I like. It's kind of lengthy, so if you don't have time, I don't know, just fast forward through it. But I like to end things on a positive note if I can. But here are the questions that I have for you guys. Okay, so first question is, how long do you think you can go without using your credit card? Like, say you have enough cash, you get paid, there's not that new perfume you want, new cologne you want, new pair of shoes, you're not going out to dinner. Like, could you go a month without using a credit card? Is your lifestyle to the point where your finances are where you could go without using a credit card for a month? Is it 2 months? Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months? That's a question that you can ask yourself or answer below. The next one is, do you use them for points? I know a lot of people use them for points and cash back. So if you use them for points and cash back, if you're not letting the interest hit, that's like a win-win because you are actually gaining something if you are paying them off before the interest hits. So do you use them for points? Also, are you paying off the credit cards before the billing cycle? So are you letting that, because right now interest rates are so high. I remember when like credit card rates were like in single digits, and it feels like the interest rates are like super high right now. So to not pay them off before the billing cycle, it's really killing us as a society today. So that's another question. Are you paying them off before the billing cycle? Also, are you trying to tame your credit card usage? Seeing that credit cards are getting people in a lot of trouble, what are you doing to tame your credit card usage? Or, we know we have the Afterpay, we know we have the Affirm, we know we have the Klarna. A lot of people have been going that route because there are less interest, but some of those people are falling down a rabbit hole. Another video that I had posted, this lady had 59 Affirms or Klarna or Afterpays, or it was one of those things, but she had 59 payments of those. So are they really doing you that much justice? Yes, you don't have the interest, but eventually that can lead you to a point where you miss a payment. You're not tracking how much you have in the bank. Those could get really dangerous as well. So are you trying to tame down your usage, especially in today's economy? Next question. Are there things that you have put on your credit card that you regret, you're still paying for, that you regret? For instance, you bought that purse, you bought those shoes, you bought that cologne, you went to that concert, you went on a trip. Are there things that you have that are on that credit card that you are now still currently paying for, that you look back and like, maybe I should have just like not did that. I should have saved some money and maybe went on to another concert, or went on the next trip, or just save money to buy that bag in cash, or save money and pay down my credit card and get debt free to where I have financial freedom to, if I want to treat myself here and there, I'm able to do that. So that's another question. Are there regrets that you're still paying for right now on your credit card? Let's see. With these high interest rates, how do you plan on tackling them? Like how do you have a plan on how you are going to, are you going to do the snowball effect, the James Ramsey effect? Like, what do you plan to do to pay down these credit cards? Obviously, if you're not in credit card debt, you shouldn't even be this far in the video. Like you shouldn't be. I recently had to come up with a plan. I still have one more card that I want to get down. It doesn't have a really high balance on it, but I already have a plan to get that down. It'll definitely be done by June. But if you're here and you're watching this and you're just like, well, I don't have credit card debt, and I use it for points, and this is this video is not really for, I don't know why you'd still be here at 5 minutes and 54 seconds into the video. I'm trying to help people. I want to build a community of us coming up with resolutions. So that's the question. With these high interest rates, how are you planning to tackle this debt? If you have it. If you don't, we do claps over here. We do claps. We're happy for you. But how do you plan on tackling it if you do have the debt? Also, with the way the economy is going, are you focusing on paying off them now before things get worse? Because things are getting worse. We need to wake up. You are hearing the word recession and depression daily. Almost everything I scroll mentions something about the price of this, the price of that. This is going up. This is not getting better. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Like, what are your plans? Are you planning or focusing on tackling anything, just anything in your life that could get out of control if you were to lose your job or if you were to lay off? What are you doing to plan for any of these events that could possibly happen? Like that's the question. So I want to end on a note with, I think it's kind of a lengthy video. It's like 4 minutes, but I want to end on that note because I think it's very relatable, especially for married couples. And I loved the outcome in this video. So we're going to get into that video and then I will see you guys in the next one. So yeah, I'm just going to roll into it and then I'm just going to roll on out. Leave your comments below. If you were in credit card debt and you're watching this, or you've had issues with credit cards and you've solved them, I highly encourage you to leave what you did down below. We got to help each other over here. And there are people, like I said, people read the comments. I've been getting so many comments lately and I'm so thankful for the engagement because people have actually been helping each other. On my perfume video, people were telling people how they stopped hoarding. Like there's just a lot. This channel is to be helpful. We want to save. We want to do good over here. We want to be prepared. We want to do good over here and be prepared for anything. So watch this clip and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey guys.
Hello.
So when me and Mark first met, he introduced me to Dave Ramsey, and there was a course being held at our church called Financial Peace University, and we went to it, and it was fun. It was great. It was good to learn, but I wasn't really into being financially free. I liked shopping. I liked not budgeting. So I'd go along with what he said, and I just said okay, but I also had these that I hid from him and would use these sometimes. So
not really financial freedom.
it was not.
So hence to say, here we are, just kind of, we talked earlier in one of the previous things that Heather discussed that everybody's asking about was term insurance. So now we're moving on to financial Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps. And we're at the point today, we're going to celebrate. We officially paid off all our credit card debt today. We actually were debt free at one point, probably about 3 years ago. And then we actually celebrated it and got more debt. We thought that was cool.
Yeah,
so we did it completely wrong. So we failed it, but we're back on track again. And so today we're going to do the official, if you follow Dave Ramsey, you know we're going to be cutting up some credit cards today, which is outstanding. But for those of you who don't know, look up Dave Ramsey as an outstanding budget app he used called Every Dollar. Also, the baby steps are as follows. Step 1, you start an emergency fund up to $1,000. And it doesn't sound like much, but that has helped us get new tires, cars fixed, etc. And then step 2 is where we sit and you pay off all your debt. And that includes pretty much everything except your mortgage. Some people actually attack it in the baby step 2, their mortgage, but it's basically paying off credit cards, car loans, things like that into there. And then step 3 is saving 3 to 6 months of emergency money for emergency expenses. So if there's a big health emergency, or there's a death that we both experienced, that money sitting aside will help you get through some of those challenging times that we've discussed. Step 4 is investing 15% of your income into retirement. And step 5 is basically save for your children's college fund. Step 6, pay off your home early. And step 7 is build wealth and give like no one else.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now we wanted to kind of take you on this journey. And if people listen, that's great. But really, as two widows coming together, it's a lot with a blended family, trying to blend. But you cannot, number one, you have to work together. We'll talk in another episode of what we do annually. We have an annual budget meeting coming up, which turns into a fun trip. We'll cover that another time. But today we're going to just celebrate Heather cutting up those credit cards, which she hid, and I thought we were doing well. And she'll show you. So number one, she has.
No. Okay, so I don't know. It's pretty. It's pink. It's Capital One. I don't know when I got that one. I got an Old Navy card, which I kept the activation sticker on, so Mark didn't think it was active, but it was definitely active. Victoria's Secret, everyone has one of those.
I know.
Best Buy, another city. I was a diamond. I don't know. So, all right, I'll cut it up.
Ouch.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, change. This is coming. Be the change you seek. People talk about resilience equals success. Heather's doing it, and for us,
all right, last one.
we're on our way. Outstanding. And I didn't go unscathed. So of course she had the girl card because I have a Napa in case, for car stuff. So that one's gone. Do that real quick. Okay. Of course, guy here has Home Depot just to buy a bunch of stuff. So gone. Living spaces. That's technically Heather. She likes buying furniture.
Ooh.
That's gone. And another card. And that's all gone. We are credit card debt free, and sooner rather than hopefully by the end of the year we'll be all debt free except our mortgage. So out there, just attack. Anybody has advice, just thanks for listening to us and celebrating this journey with us. Anybody can do it. Financial Peace University, they're at your churches. Look up Dave Ramsey for the Every Dollar Budget app, and then maybe attend with those because it helps a lot when you're on the same page and both of you know about finances.